I never have it on.
Here we go. Welcome.
Hey, hey, hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. We'll
You
just
look
wait.
good.
Well, thank you. So do you.
Oh, thanks.
It
I
was another
still I
hard.
still clean up all right for a girl that's 9 days older than you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. But boy, your day is creeping up real quick now.
I know. Hey,
Yeah.
3 sleeps. 3 sleeps.
Crazy.
Yes.
So I know from the shorts that you posted that you had a pretty exciting weekend.
It was busy.
It
It
was
was,
busy. If you weren't watching the ponies run, you were watching the drag races run.
yeah. We're at the theater and oh, that must be me. I'm just checking here.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Anna.
Yeah.
That's nice. Good. Yeah, it was what a great day yesterday. Man, we had fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that looked like fun. But it got me thinking about, the last long weekend of summer, really. I mean, I know summer's not here for a couple more weeks, but I mean over for a couple more weeks, but it was probably the last time people, kids are back in school and whatnot. So it got me thinking about, long weekends in the past and things we've done and whatever. And so I was thinking about, what's your style? Are you 5-star hotel, glamping, camping, RV, and what's your style?
Well, this is crazy. Originally, Tom and I started out in a tent, and then once we started having the kids, we didn't do much. But then we bought a fifth wheel trailer when we just had Curtis and Kristen, and then we sold that, had two more kids, and downsized to a little tent. All six of us in the tent. And we did that for years. And then we graduated to two tents. Oh my gosh. And I used to think, can we just stay in a hotel, please? But no, we were roughing it. But we spent a lot of time, south of the border. We did backpacking, out west in the mountains, and that was a lot of work with, four small children. That was a huge endeavor, but um, yeah, camping all throughout the states and all the way to Iowa. We experienced some interesting moments, but that'll all come for another time. So, but yeah, I've never really been a five-star hotel girl, just never had the opportunity. And um I guess one trip to Mexico, I'll say 5+ star. Another friend of mine, you don't know her, we spoiled ourselves, and it was worth it. It was worth it. So, but yeah, now I would love to go camping. Um,
Seriously?
oh gosh, yeah. Oh yeah.
And sleep on the ground?
Absolutely.
Oh no, no, no.
Yep.
I don't need to. I don't. Well, if a man came into my life that was really into that and could build me a little something, where I wasn't sleeping on the ground. I mean, I could do the outdoor, I could cook outdoors, I could, I know how to, I could skin the deer. And I mean, I went to culinary school for 4 years. I know how to break down an animal. But no, I really don't want to sleep on the ground. And I don't have to be a 5-star. I've had the opportunity a couple of times, and it's very nice. But at the end of the day, when I go on a trip, I'm not going for the room. I mean, how much time do you spend in the room if the sheets are clean and there's a clean place to shower? I mean, I'm not moped out
Exactly.
for that.
Yes.
but you know, I mean, I think within reason, but no, I mean, an RVing, oh yes, well, you know, I lived in an RV twice in my life. So, yeah, no, I have no problems with that. But no, I don't want to sleep on the ground. I need
I
to go.
would, but we've had so darn many bear attacks. Like, oh, it's just crazy, our bear population. Um, and in our communities and here just well, it's just basically a few blocks. Somebody woke up to a bobcat sitting on their front step, but we have a huge bobcat population here as well. Yeah. So, but
Well,
oh, they're
let me
so
tell you
cute.
my bobcat story.
Oh, hey, whoa, hold it.
Okay.
Hey, are you coffee or cocktails there,
Oh,
girlfriend?
I'm actually hot tea. I had a I I
What?
I I had a long day today. I worked hard. I was grateful when I got in the shower when I got home, and I was thinking and I thought, you know, I think I really just want a cup of hot tea.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you, I'm having a vodka and soda creamsicle blast.
Wow.
So,
Good for you.
cheers to coffee or cocktails.
Cheers to coffee or cocktail. Anyway, so you know, I like I said, I've been in Texas for 25 years, and I mean, we have a lot of wildlife here. You know, I mean, we got a lot of crazy wildlife here. But I didn't really know or think about whether or not we had bobcats, very common in Alberta, where you are. But anyway, I was out with my daughter Sandy, and we pulled up in front of the house she was dropping me off. And when I looked over at the front step, there was a cat, a large cat on my front step. And I noticed that the front legs were very long, unusually long for a domesticated cat. So I said to Sandy, I said, "Hey, is that a bobcat?" And she said, "Tuck and roll, Granny." Like she was so it ran off, and I didn't have to go fight off any bobcats, but I did some research after that, and they're quite common here too.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah.
Or a hog.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of hogs here, a lot of hogs, and they are so gross. And I'm not I'm really not afraid of snakes. I've encountered snakes since I've been here. I've killed one, but they creep me out. But those wild, they terrify me. I would be. I don't know what I'd do if I guess I'd learn how to run really fast. I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah, well, you know my thoughts on a snake. Yeah, and the only
Yeah.
good snake, and that's where I'll leave it.
Yeah, and that's a hot topic here because there are good snakes according to the people that believe in good snakes. And
Well, one of those channels that I have shared, the group that I follow somewhat, their dog got bit by a copperhead the other night, and it got it in the throat. And I have to go back, and they rushed it to the vet. It wasn't looking too good, but yeah, like, ooh, they've shared some of their snake stories, and no, thank you very much. Nope, nope, not doing
so
that.
so hey, I have a good snake story.
Oh gosh, I don't,
Did
do I want to hear it? I'll have a nightmare.
did I ever tell you about the snake I killed in the living room?
Yes, but go ahead, share it again.
Okay,
Somebody
so
might enjoy it.
it was Mother's Day. Gosh, this must be 15 years ago, maybe. And of course, George was still alive then. And it was really early on Mother's Day morning, and it was really beautiful out. And so I got my coffee, and I was sitting out on the patio having coffee. And when I walked back into the house, there was a snake curled up in front of the TV. Immediately, I thought, surely this is not a job for Rhonda. Like, why I am not Rhonda the Mighty Snake Killer. So I thought I have to go wake George up to deal with this snake. And I took about 2 steps towards the bedroom, and I thought, I know where that snake is now.
Yes.
But if I go in that bedroom and wake George up and have to go through are you sure it's a snake? No, I mean, 10 minutes later, when he struggled himself out of the bedroom, now I'm not going to know where the snake is. Now I
Absolutely
have
not.
to move today because I'm not living in a house with it that I know. I mean, obviously that snake was in there somewhere, but it didn't bother me because I didn't know. But now I know. So I thought, Rhonda, this is one of those times in life where you're just going to have to step up and do what's required. So I took a couple steps into the kitchen and I got a meat mallet out of the drawer and I beat that snake to death. And one thing I did learn about it was that when you split the skin, they really stink.
Oh, gross.
So anyway, so I beat it until it stopped doing whatever it was doing. And then I got rubber gloves and I picked it up and I put it in about 5 or 6 different grocery sacks, and tied it up and threw it in the garbage. And of course, I told George right away about, now I was Rhonda the snake killer. But I didn't tell anybody else about it I didn't want the kids to be freaked out that we had a snake in the house.
Oh, that's nasty. Yeah,
Oh,
it's just I
yeah.
could do it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, I've encountered them several times since I've been here, but and I don't like them, but they don't scare me. I guess I'm probably used to them, but those wild boars, oh, I don't know.
They're so destructive. From those other Texas farm channels that I've been watching for a few years,
Right.
they're so destructive. My goodness. The hogs, the wild hogs,
Oh
like
yeah.
for
Yeah,
the landscape.
yeah, they can hunt them year round here. They can shoot them
Oh,
anytime. And it's a huge problem because
oh yeah, that's what I've
they breed
gathered.
like rabbits, they have
Yeah.
about 10 litters a year or someday. I mean, they have a lot of babies.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, frightening.
So we man, of course that doesn't surprise me that we jump all over the place with topics and whatnot. And
Kind of the way we talk.
yeah, no doubt. But yeah, you know what? I would camp. I would enjoy it. There's nothing like sitting around the fire at night,
Oh, I like
and
that. Yeah, there's a lot
yeah,
of things about it, but it's that.
fresh air.
But George and I did go camping one time. We planned on going for 2 weeks. This is when we were still in Canada. And we went up into northern Alberta into the Peace River country. And oh man, it was so beautiful, but it didn't matter where we went, rain followed us.
Mm.
And after about a week of being up there, going from one place to the next, then we went to Grand Prairie, then we went to Slave Lake. It didn't matter. It rained everywhere. So we decided for the second week we were going to go further south. So we went down to, is it Fort Normandy at Red Deer?
Yeah.
Yeah, we stayed there. And we had one of those, the Boy Scouts showed up kind of experience. Still rained. We never did get out of the rain. But when we pitched our tent, whatever day we got there, and I can't remember now, but we pitched our tent and we cooked and we ate and whatever. And then, I mean, geez, like it's pouring rain outside. So we were in the tent. We didn't know what was going on around us. When we woke up the next morning, we were surrounded by the Boy Scout camp.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was really funny. And of course, they're working on their badges. So they wanted to come over and chop our wood and,
Do their good deeds.
do their good deeds. Yeah. But it was kind of cool. But yeah, so after that trip, I told George that I said, I'll camp again if you want to. But I said, like every third night, I got to check into a hotel where I can have a warm shower and toothpaste that you can actually squeeze out of the tube.
Well, see, you've
think that was-
got to camp where there's a nice shower house
Yes.
with
yes,
hot running water.
yes. Yeah. No wilderness camping.
No, well, when we backpacked out west, I mean, there was the cold lake, the ice cold lake to rinse off, and whoo, it's frigid. And I remember the one backpacking trip we went out there, I had said to Tom, I said, I'm not going without a gun. So he, I don't know, I think he must have thought it was funny. But anyways, he was helping to pack my backpack. So he put the heavy cast iron frying pan in my backpack with all the rest of my stuff. And I had to carry the gun. Oh man, was it heavy. And then part way, Carlene just couldn't walk any further. So I had to carry her. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a lot of work. And my kids loved bannock, and actually so did we. So I would pre-mix the dry ingredients in little containers. And a lot of the times we never had milk wherever we were camping. And we would just use water, but put it in the cast iron frying pan and just slowly cook it over the fire. And a lot of the times we shared with other people in the campground, and it just
Right.
got for some, visiting and connections, and a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember doing bannock one time, and we just took it, cut it in strips, and wrapped it around a stick,
Mm.
and then cooked it over the fire, like, turn it into, and geez, and then of course, my favorite is if you have bannock like that with raspberry jam.
Oh, I do everything with raspberry jam, even Nan. And
Oh
actually,
yeah,
yes,
delicious.
today, Carlene, well, I missed your call because I was out in the garden, and I guess just from movement, I didn't realize that I was getting a notification. I was picking the yellow and green beans again, but she invited me out for lunch with her and the kids. The kids, it was their first day of school. Now, they homeschool, but one day a week, every Tuesday throughout the whole entire school year, they have one full day of classroom instruction.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really great. So we went and to Karma. It's an Indian restaurant. Carlene and I used to go there all the time. And here a few weeks ago, it was Willow's date day with me. So that's what she wanted, was Indian food. So we went to Karma. But I thought, darn it, I forgot to take my raspberry jam. Nan and raspberry jam. Oh my goodness, it is so delicious.
When I when I broke my foot and I was staying with Sandy and Craig, she was such a great nurse, host, whatever. Like, she was always cooking for me and stuff. But every once in a while we'd order, and we ordered Indian food one night, and we got a variety of naan. We had some plain, some garlic, whatever. And we had it left over. And so, like, for the next 2 mornings for breakfast, I had that leftover naan toasted with raspberry jam on it. Even with the garlic, it was good with the raspberry jam. It was so good.
It's okay with the garlic. And I mean, I love garlic, but yeah, the garlic naan, yeah, I could take it or leave it. I mean, it's good. I'll eat it, definitely. Definitely. But yeah, and then we all came back here. The kids wanted to pick peas. So I had some Amazon deliveries, and I had small boxes, and they just had a heyday out there picking peas and filling their little boxes. And I had, I sent Carlene, well, actually, I took it with me. I had zucchini. I washed and got all the yellow and green beans that I picked this morning ready for them. So tomatoes, cucumber, zucchini. What else was? Oh gosh, there was a whole pile of stuff. And then I had cooked a big pot of stuffed peppers and cabbage rolls that I made there on what day did I do that? Saturday, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
And so I took them a big container. So, but yeah, it was nice to go out and have a nice lunch. And then the 2 younger ones, they were, I'll just say, discussing, because Willow asked to come with me, and her alone, nobody else. Well, then, yeah, and then River said, well, I want to go with Grandma too. So then the fight was on, and Willa got back in their vehicle, and she locked the door, and she wasn't going anywhere. But after a few minutes, she thought, yeah, I'm going with Grandma. So they both jumped in with me. But yeah, they're such a delight. Yeah, they're fun. Yeah, and then what I forgot this morning was to pick carrots for them. So the kids picked a whole pile of carrots, and I washed them off. And this was so funny. I had my one rain barrel, the lid off. So I mean, it doesn't matter. I put the carrots in there. It's good, clean rainwater. Wash them all off. Summer says, "Ooh, now that looks just a little concerning, Grandma." I said, Summer, it's just rainwater. So Carlene, after she said, hey, is there anything for the chickens? So we cleaned up the carrot tops and whatnot and packaged them up. So her chickens were in for a really good treat.
You know what we used to do when my mom always had a big garden. And she used to take the carrots, we'd dig them out, and then we'd rinse them off outside, cut off the ends, and then we'd put them in the washing machine and put them on a rinse cycle. And man, that worked like crazy. And when they're really fresh out of the ground like that, and they're really clean like that, you can even just cut them up and blanch them and freeze them or whatever you're going to do with them. You don't even have to peel them. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, I don't peel them. No, they're so delicious. But yeah, the kids got in the car, and they're, well, not car. They have a great big, I don't know, full-size Yukon Denali thing. It's huge. But anyways, yeah, I looked and they were eating carrots. Yeah. So, but they're so delicious. And I felt bad. Willow planted all the potatoes. And after I picked the beans this morning, I put the sprinkler on. And of course, the garden was soaked. They didn't have to go in the garden to pick peas because one of the rows was all along the edge, and they could just reach in and not get muddy. So I kind of felt bad that she didn't get to have some potatoes, but I'll get that taken care of. She'll get some of her potatoes. She did such a good job, and she hilled them all when it was time to hill them. And yeah, they're so much fun.
So what's on the agenda for you tomorrow?
Well, I've been so busy with the canning and freezing and preserving, my housework kind of got behind. So I'm going to just really focus on that. I'm going into the office for a few hours later in the day. I don't know. I'll probably get home, I don't know, probably closer to 9, I guess, tomorrow night. Compared to the nights I just jump on the call on Zoom at home. But yeah, there's our SEVC. He's, I don't know what he has planned, but a big meal for everybody after the meeting and training and all that. So yeah, so I'll go in and have a visit with people. But yeah, just housework. I have so much housework that I want to get caught up on. So that will be my focus.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I've got another house to clean tomorrow too, and then I've got to feed the kids at church tomorrow night. So I'll be going.
Oh right, yeah.
To do that. So yeah, I probably won't get home till about 8 or thereabouts. That's usual Wednesday anyway. It seems so weird because it really seemed like Monday today.
I've been really confused. What did I say to you the other day? I can't remember what day it was. Like I was just, I had no idea what.
You were like 3 days off.
I know, it was ridiculous. But yeah, here we are, September 2nd.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, we are counting down.
Yeah, tomorrow would have been my grandma's birthday. Oh my gosh, how old I got to use my calculator and see how old she would have been. It's 25.
Yeah, still. Gosh,
Yeah.
we're more than halfway through. I mean,
Woo, she would have been 133 tomorrow.
wow. Wow.
Yeah, she was born in 1892.
Wow, isn't that amazing?
I know, hey.
And the time flies.
Too fast.
Yeah.
Too fast.
Well, speaking of flying time, I guess we should probably wrap this up before we bore everyone to death.
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll be on
We'll be
here
back.
again next Tuesday night for coffee or
Tuesday night.
cocktails.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know, something tells me it'll be cocktails for both. I don't
It-
know.
it-
I don't
it-
know.
it
It's
could
just a
well be.
guess.
I'm gonna say this. I don't have a house to clean next Tuesday, so there's
Oh,
that.
there you go.
And who knows? Anything can happen in 7 days.
Absolutely. That's what they say. And I
Anything can
believe it.
happen in 7. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yes. Okay. Well, be blessed.
we're a mess.
See you on
Catch
the
you on the
next.
next. Bye.
Bye.